Anyone who refuses to stand for Davin will be met with justice. Ooh, that was wet. Hello everyone, my name is Potato Aim and welcome to my channel where we take a look at the hidden gems known as indie games. And today we're going to take a look at Yes, Your Grace. It's kind of an old game, but the developers just recently announced a sequel called Yes, Your Grace Snowfall, and it's been sitting in my library for a little bit, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna test it out. So this game is basically just a kingdom management RPG where, like, if you're into, Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings or whatever, your petitioners come in, they ask for your help, and then you have to decide whether or not you should help them or you should spend your resources somewhere else. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it. You see there's a continue option. I wanted to play like the air quote tutorial, but this is a very simplistic game, so it's not too complicated, and I did not realize that you could not have more than one save, but it's gonna be okay. It'll be just fine. So this game was developed by Brave at Night Games, again, little indie studio, and if you are new to the channel, basically what I do is I play the first hour or so of a game just to kind of get the feel of it and our first impressions, and to hopefully convince you guys, like, maybe this is a game for you, or maybe it isn't. I'll be honest with you, I'm still pretty new to the management style games, so I'm a little rusty. I have a hard time managing my own life, let alone, a digital world. It is time, Your Grace. Click on the throne to step down. Okay, so basically, like, I've already been through this, but I didn't know that you pretty much just do it again. Wait, will you just click on the dang? Okay. I had better put on the crown. So I'm gonna click on the crown. Let's pull the runes to find items of interest. Yeah, I know. So I'm like an avid reader, right? And on our TV, when we're watching TV, there's like closed caption. Like, the closed caption is always on, so I can't help but to read everything that's on the screen. But I will try way harder not to, just so we can get into the game. Okay, so this is my inventory. Can I click on it? Yes. It's getting a bit rusty. I need to wear it because that's what we're supposed to do. There we go, bud. Leave the room. I knew that part. Boop. Okay, so I'm supposed to be going to the wall. Here's the wall. So we're under attack by some unknown, like, bad guy. I mean, they probably know, but it's the beginning of the game, so we don't necessarily know. A deserter. Found one of ours hiding in a shed. Shed? Why would you do this so big? There's too many of them. We have no chance of winning. If you let him off, the rest may follow. However, our army is sparse as it is. We need every set of hands able to hold a sword, Your Grace. So it's even the last brave soldiers are essential now, or there's no place for cowards under my banner. So these are my two options, obviously. I was looking at some of the reviews, and it looked like for some of them, if you're a person who really contemplates your decisions in games, that it feels like this game is supposed to be that, but when I was kind of skimming through it, there were a couple people who were like, your decisions don't really matter in the long run. It'll always just wind up being this. And I was like, oh man, that kind of sucks. But you know what? They might be wrong, though, because there weren't a lot of people who were saying that. So it kind of just depends on your gameplay style, by chance. I don't want a coward. Anyone who refuses to stand for Davin will be met with justice. Ooh, that was wet. Oh, shame. You did what you had to, Your Grace. I did. Over here. Okay, here I come. Want me to touch you? How bad is it, General? I'm skilled. It's the middle of the night, and yet it's so bright, as if Svorog himself walked our lands. The thin walls won't last long, and we lack any solid defense measures. We don't have enough men. Once they get in, we have nothing we can throw their way. Can you hear the chanting? They're getting ready. We'd better get started. I've gathered archers from all the other walls. They are awaiting you at the wall, Your Grace. There's still time to put up white flags. Do I want to do that though? I think this is where I get to the wall. Yep. I feel like we shouldn't surrender though. Should I do like a really inspirational talk? I'm gonna do an inspirational talk. Sons of Davern! I will say, like, the voice, I'm doing air quotes, the voice acting is a little silly. My brothers! We stood together through the worst of times. We have proved our strength in many battles. And today, we will prove it again. My bravest men, I bid you to fight for all you hold dear. For Davern! For Davern! Let him loose. Plot twist, we all died. Yes, Your Grace. 1 year earlier. 2, 1. Here I come! Okay, so this is my daughter. I think this is the oldest one. This is my wife who doesn't want to play. And then somewhere over here is another kid, so let's click on him. You found me. Well done, Father. Come on now, Lord Sala. It's not often that we can do this. I told you I don't want to play. Aren't you too old for this? Lorsulia. Lorsala? Okay. It's not too. So this is like Julia. So Lorsulia. I'm doing Lorsulia. That's what I'm doing. That's no way to speak to your father. Lorsulia is a stick in the mud. Shut it. Aslia? That's a terrible name. We can see you from miles away. Let me go click on her. Got you. Shouldn't have sold your sister from across the gardens. She always has to ruin everything. She's so proud she couldn't even find a place to hide. I wasn't even trying to hide. I don't want to play. Next time you don't want to play, maybe try writing a formal announcement. Oh wait, you can't write. Of course I can, you nitwit. Cut it out, both of you. Oh, she's out. I enjoyed the bickering between the sisters because it's very realistic. And there's the last one. Kadani. And here's the little one. No. I was doing so well. You must have cheated or peeked. I demand another trial of the game. How official. Maybe next time, Kadani. Forgive me, Your Grace. I hate to interrupt, but your subjects will soon arrive. Alright, enough games. The throne awaits. Grivno, week 1. The petitioners will start queuing in a moment, Your Grace. We really need to shorten the visiting hours. Okay, so this is my wife. What's up, wife? Can you go and speak to Lorsalia? My dear. I've tried talking to her, but she won't respond. I don't know what's got into her recently. Maybe she will open a bit more to you. She's probably wandering about at the wall. Of course, my sweetest. Alright, we'll say the pixel art's a little off-putting for me for this particular one, because I think it's because we're so zoomed in on, like, the people. And they just look kind of odd. But it's not like it's bad. It's just different, I guess. Alright, so this is not a practitioner. This is not a petitioner. This is one of my guards. I bring bad news. The recent rains have soaked through our roofs. The pantry roof has collapsed, as well as some walls of our dungeon. Only one cell is currently functional. We should really fix those things before they get worse. Otherwise, we'll keep losing supplies. You will see the required fixes in your weekly summary at the end of the week. When you meet people, talk to your advisor, makes note in the archives. So flood damage. Recent rainy damage. We should prepare the damage as soon as possible. So this is a petitioner. Your Grace, my daughter's wedding is at hand. Oh, congratulations. The problem is, we don't have enough gold or supplies to make a worthy feast. Like, how is that my problem? What will my daughters-in-laws think of our family? That you guys are poor, unfortunately. We want to hire a band, buy some of that fancy wine on the market. We would only need 5 gold and 5 supplies. It's either yes, or you have my blessing, but I won't help. So how much gold do I have? So when I was playing the first time around, I said no. Because you see my first reaction is, how is that really a problem for the king? He's basically saying, like, we want to throw a party, but we don't have enough money to throw said party. Will you help us? And I'm like, do I really need to, though? So I kind of want to go with, you have my blessing, but I won't help. But I want to see what happens if I say fine. You can't have a marriage without the music and something to kill the thirst. Oh yes, the thirst's the worst. We will show these peasants what a real feast looks like. Haha! So I helped. I just kind of wanted to see how that would affect me, since I went the other way last time. Grace, I come here representing my village. We want to ask you for 7 gold to help us gather tools and resources required to build an inn. We could really use a new place to rest after a long day of work. See, now that one makes sense. So I am going to give them the 7 gold, but look, I'm broke as a joke right now. Maybe not broke, but a lot of my money has been taken away. Did he say it's all good? Oh, we surely will. Thank you, Your Grace. Okay, so I helped everybody there. Monsters! Beasts dressed in black. They came in the night. Unseen, unheard, until they arrived. They attacked the village. We heard the dreadful screams of the slain. Your Grace, I beg you, you must send your men. Check what happened. Find those responsible. Alright. I don't need to know more. I'm sending my agents. And I don't think that costs anything. So I'm sending the general if you didn't see that. Thank you, Your Grace. Click on the glowing flower to advance to the next week once you're ready. Cool. So I need to get up, and I gotta go find my daughter. Because my wife wanted me to talk to my daughter. Blue icons indicate important matters to attend to. Green ones show optional conversations. Let's do the important matters to attend to. It says she was on the wall. I don't know if this counts as the wall. Maybe it's just like the ground level. So there's my daughter, who is just all bent out of shape about only she knows what. Oh, it's you. You need to stop fighting with your sister. Goodbye. You need to stop fighting with your sister. Do you want to talk about what happened in the gardens? No. I'm fine, Father. Why didn't you want to play with us? So, Azalea's been pretty nasty recently. I can see something's wrong. It's either between these two. I'll do that one. I don't know where your sister learned to be so rude. Why didn't you want to play with us? I can see something's wrong. Okay. Why don't you talk to me? Everything's fine. Don't you have things to do? Well, why didn't you want to play? You used to find the best spots, remember? Maybe I'm not 5 anymore? Okay, I'll see you later. Sure. So she's just seems like she's being a typical teenager. Because she's 13, I think. Let me check out the archives real quick. The oldest of Eric's daughters was a smart, polite, and learns quickly from her mistakes. She is 13. Yeah, she's 13, so she's a little bit of a butt munch. So we're gonna go to the gardens. We're gonna go talk to this sister. Quit being a butt munch to your sister. Can you explain the fight in the gardens? What is the matter with you two? You and Lorsalio used to be best friends. You mean why Lorsalio is such a big baby? This is the kind of thing I mean. She's annoying is all. You need to stop fighting with each other. You need to stop fighting with each other. Insulting your sister won't make the situation better. She will get more resentful as time goes by. But it's so hard. Oh my god, be nicer to her. Sigh. I'm sorry, Father. I won't do it again. Thank you. So, how old are you? Middle daughter, adventurous, playful, and doesn't care what others think about her. I don't know how old she is, though, if she's the middle one. How old is this one? Youngest daughter learn quickly, mimicking their actions, and this is my lovely wife, the Queen of Dalvin, wife and mother of their 3 daughters. I wonder how he feels the fact that he doesn't have any sons. Oh no, we already went there. Damn it! This is worse than I thought. The recent downpours have damaged a lot of the buildings, Your Grace. While we still have space for prisoners, we should focus on buildings that need more attention. I've had a scribe write a list of things that need to be fixed. You will see this in your weekly summary, Your Grace. Sounds like it's going to be costly. Yes. Weekly summary is going to be that. So weekly summary screen, you here be able to see what our expenses are. So I can buy upgrades. So I remember that. Ooh, okay, so we're going to get taxes. I had to pay Stan. Remove supplies penalty. Minus 12. Oof. I do want supplies. I feel like pantry is important. So let's fix that. And then that's all we can do. Save and continue. Week 2. Wow, that was a pretty short week. Okay. Alright, General, what'd you find? Ooh, there's a lot of people. Your Grace, no signs of the monsters. We did stumble upon these bandits, though. They were pillaging the village. Redhead, sharp teeth. A crest of Rodovia? I thought you could only find them in books and old manuscripts. Well, seems like we have one right here, too. Tell me. Oh, this dude. I was like, what? Where'd you get that from? Also, why do I only have 8? Ugh. Whose banner are you wearing? Why are you here? Who's your leader? Who's your leader? Do you have a king? Or are you just a barbaric thief? We are free people. We don't bow to kings or lords. So I will say, if you are looking for action, this probably is not the game for you. At least right now. It's really more heavily based on kingdom management. Bold words for someone trespassing in another country. Bold and stupid. So whose banner are you bearing? Is it true that you're from Rodovia? Your man is right. Rodovia is my home. And soon yours too. Ha! Why are you here? What were you and your men doing near the village? We're just making a living. One man might call it plunder. I would call it hard work. Alright, boss, I've heard enough. Your Grace, we can't allow barbarians to stalk our lands. Plundering and killing innocent men? There's no question that justice needs to be dealt to this one. Execute him, throw him into the dungeon. No my mercy. So, I am a big proponent of, if you go around killing people, I don't necessarily understand why you yourself need to remain alive. Now, some people might be like, well, you know what? It's a punishment if they're in prison for the rest of their lives. You're like, yeah, I guess I get it. But kind of like Batman, like any type of superhero who doesn't murder. Like Batman. But I think Batman's a really good example. The Joker escapes on a regular freaking basis. And he goes out and he murders people. And Batman's like, I don't carry guns. I don't kill. Okay, you don't have to carry guns. But maybe if you killed the man, more people would survive. You know what I mean? But now I'm wondering, though, now that I've had that spiel, what if these people hear of his death and come after my kingdom? You know what I mean? I mean, they might still come after me anyways if I throw him in the dungeon. I'm going to throw him in the dungeon. The dungeon's busted, though, isn't it? You will rot in a cell. Don't want to let me go, but you don't have the guts to kill me? My friends will gladly hear about your cowardly decisions. I need to see Aurelia about this. Ah, see, I should have went with my first spiel, bro. What do you make of this, Audrey? Radavians? Here? How would they get through the mountains? Why would they threaten a war? It's a lot of questions, but I need answers, Audrey. Forgive me, Your Grace, I'm just puzzled. It might be reasonable to start thinking about renewing some old treaties. Talk to old friends. See who could give us a hand. With our current resources, a war would bring certain defeat. I will make some preparations. Alright, thanks, dude. Banker, what up? I'm representing Bank de Florenti, Your Grace. I hear that your treasury has seen better times, but I'm here to help. What do my supplies look like? It's my gold that's struggling. How does this work? You just pay back what you take. Okay, so then I want to borrow gold. We can offer 50 gold repayable over 5 weeks. Remember, the first loan is free of charge. I will take it. Perfect. Anything else, Your Grace? Nope, that's it for now. The Bank of Florenti is always happy to help. Thanks, dude. So this is my daughter. I bring news, Father. Asalia sneaked out at night last week. I ran into her while she was going back to her chamber, all laughing and a little tipsy, I think. Ain't that the middle kid? She wouldn't say where she'd been, but Sidani, as thick as she is, spilled everything to me in the morning. Those two chit-chat all the time. They think I don't realize. Thick, don't speak ill of your sisters. What's gotten into you, Lorsulia? Asalia sneaks out to some wedding, gets all drunk, but I'm the bad one all of a sudden? I'd better talk to Asalia about this. You girls are going to drive me mad one day. Yeah, you big tattletale. Like, what are you doing? Your Grace, my dear son is nowhere to be found. Yes, a really daft little boy, but still, he is my son. I ask you to help us find him, Your Grace. Is there a chance you could do so? Our general will try to find your son. All we can offer is some of them. I'm afraid I won't be able to help you. Like, he said a little boy. I can't just let a little boy not. Like, we have to find him. He will ask around and see if we can track your son down. I hope he is still in one piece. You got my thanks, Your Grace. Okay, cool. Lord Eaton. I'm the Lord of Branca, Your Grace. I'll be as straightforward as possible. Someone has kidnapped my daughter, and they expect me to pay 12 gold to get her back. Okay? The thing is, I tracked them down, and I know where they are keeping her. I've planned everything out. I just need your general to help me take her back. The general's gone. Or I could just pay the ransom. Either way, I will need your help, Your Grace. Take the 12 gold? Don't you have the 12 gold? Take the 12 gold. Again, when it comes to, like, siblings, I don't want to play no games like that. Like, you have to... I gotta help them out. Let's not give them a reason to harm your daughter. Yes, her safety is the most important thing. Thank you, Your Grace. I will let you know how it goes. I don't think she's gonna make it, to be honest with you, though. Let me look at this. New inn. I did. Lost beloved son. Agent to look. Ransom. I gave you gold. Middle child. Nope. Hearing that I was sneaking out. Helping with a wedding. Decided to help the folks with their wedding. Monsters. Going to be bandits. The random bandit was sent to the dungeons to wait further interrogation. Ooh, so maybe I need to interrogate after this. Can I do that? I fear for my life. I think someone's trying to get me. What's going on? I think someone is following me. They want me dead. Who's they? I don't know. How would I know? I haven't done anything, right? I had better be going. That was weird. I don't know how I feel about that. But thanks, I guess. Alright, let's go see if we can find our kid. You're the one that was sneaking out. Come here, girl. Yes, father. There was a wedding in the village? I heard there was quite a fine wedding in the village just outside our walls. Considering the resources you spent to help them out with it, it definitely was. How do you know this? Sounds as if they had the honor of a royal guest. No, of course not. I've heard what people say is all. Come on now, I know about the wedding. Laura Celia told me what happened. How would she know anyway? Oh, of course. Kadani. Kadani. I'm worried about you. I have too much on my head. I'm gonna say I'm worried about you. I wouldn't figure myself if something happened to you. You have no need to worry. Nothing will happen. Do you know what's out there? What could have happened if someone found a princess by herself in a village? All the drunkards, thugs? Nothing happened, father. I was dressed fully differently. I was careful. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. All I wanted was a little fun. Laura Celia said you got drunk. That's a lie. I know what I'm doing. I can take care of myself. How many times? Ugh, Laura Celia. Since she turned 13, she thinks you'll make her marry some fat, dumb prince and send her off to another castle. If she intends to be such a lousy rat, maybe it would be for the best. Is that why she's been acting up lately? I suppose so. It doesn't change the fact that she's just infuriating. And it doesn't change the fact that you didn't stop with the name calling. You are confined to the castle. No more visiting the market, no more playing games, no more horse riding, no more visiting the market. You will not be visiting the market. What am I supposed to do inside these godforsaken walls? Stupid Laura Celia, I'll teach her a lesson. Oh, don't forget the Stop with the names. I'd better talk to Laura Celia. So, you know, just leisurely making our way around. Yep, I was right. Oh my god, it's a cat. Oh yeah, we gotta go to the cat. Oh, Dusty. And you get to pet the cat. I can't even right now. Alright, go talk to her. There we go. Oh, it's you. Celia told me what's going on. Told me why you might be feeling a bit down recently. Oh, and why is that? You will have to marry a stranger. You're a grown-up woman now. You will have to get married at some stage. Marry some stranger. You're a grown-up woman now. I think that's kind of weird to say to your daughter. But I mean, she's your daughter. I'm gonna say this one. You will have to get married at some stage. You're a princess, and every princess needs a prince. Getting upset and not talking to us won't help. But I can promise that we will take it slow. Time will show. Goodbye. I'll check on you later. Gosh, man. Check the toot, dude. So, I think now I just need to leave. Thank you. The bed chamber. I think I'm going to talk to my wife. Yeah, let's go to the dungeon, though, because that one dude's in there, and I didn't think a king would come down to the dungeons. An honor, truly. Oh, I can interrogate. Yes. Enough of the games. Tell me what you know. Why are you here? I suppose that's one way of killing time in this murky den. You see, Byron, the lunatic, thinks everyone will follow him. So I'm glad I did not kill him, because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten this information. He was raving about some promise. One of the 7 kings would give him his daughter. He thinks he's got a chance at mingling with the royals. I still can't decide. Is he the mad one, or is it his followers who believe this bunk, who are really insane? That's it for now. We will stay here a while longer. Maybe you'll be useful. Don't worry about me. I will play with my friend here. Your Grace? So I'm gonna look at that. So that one's done. Monsters trying to be bandits. The Durarian bandit shed some more light on why they were here, but he may be of further use. Interesting. How can I help you, Your Grace? Oh, I'm just looking around. Sorry, I forgot. And then now we're gonna go to the bedchamber. I gotta talk to my waifu. Hello, madam. Darling. Foreign barbarians visited us this week. Radovians have come to Davarin. One of their bandits was brought to the castle. Radovians? That can't be right. Do you think it's about our promise? Oh no! Dang, is he the one? It is. Yep. I'm afraid it is. Bandit is in the dungeon. I already questioned him. It cannot be, Eric! Well, he said so himself. How would he know? 13 years ago, we promised our unborn child's hand to a thug. Byron, wasn't it? Does it matter? After 13 years, a Radovian shows up in our castle. I'll be damned. Yes, Orsulia will soon become a woman, and we will need to find her a husband. And Byron, the villain, will arrive to make me fulfill my promise. What got into us? What about the witch? What now? What about the witch? What about the witch? Do you remember the curse? I don't even want to think about this. Let's just hope the curse is nothing but a hoax, and see how things with the thug turn out. There's a curse. Okay, what got into us? What do we do? How could we have promised our daughter's hand to a Radovian? With a knife to my throat? I'm not sure what else we could have done. To think our daughter will marry some barbaric thug, though. We can't let this happen, Eric. Don't worry, we will solve this. And what now? What are we gonna do now? If Byron ever shows up to claim our daughter's hand, hopefully no one will believe him. We just need to play stupid. Unless he shows up with an army. Don't be silly now. How could a commoner afford an army? Even we can't. How could Radovians get to Davern? Anything seems possible at this stage. You did send the bandit to the dungeons? I already told you I did, Aurelia. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, darling. It's just too much to think about. There's a new one? Nope. New entry has been updated. How you holding up, though? I don't know. It's so unreal. Marry a prince, a lord even, yes. But let her marry a thug? We can't do this. It will be fine. I won't let them take her away. Okay, I'll see you later, darling. Eric? I am terrified. I can handle this. Fine. I will stay here. I don't know, that seems like a lot, though. Let's go back to the throne room. I feel like we're good. I think we're done. Oh my god, we still have to fix more?
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting, and they had to hire a new one.
And we'll see how that goes. But okay, so it's been about an hour or so, and I'm actually really enjoying it. It's available on Steam. I think it is $19.99 right now. Of course, Steam always has tons of sales, so if you want to wait for a sale, go for it. I'm going to continue playing this game. I'm having a good time. I like really having to think about our options, and plus, you know, you kind of need to practice your management skills, right? I'm a grown person. I think I can handle a kingdom. If you like my content, please don't hesitate to drop a subscribe. I get a new indie video out every week on Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm just going to do it because I'm starting to just like stumble around. It's goofy. Okay, bye!